Hey, good morning. I appreciate everybody being here. And thanks, Bob, and thanks for giving me the nudge there, Samantha and Dodie, to get up here and do this. This morning I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, my story, and give you a little nugget to think about as you leave today and maybe apply to your life. So about 2 years ago, I was sitting in my office at my home, had a really great setup, worked from home, business I worked for, a small firm based in Fort Worth where I grew up, where my parents live, where my in-laws live. So every time I went back to the headquarters, I got to visit mom and dad, get that hometown feeling. But it just didn't sit right. Things weren't working right for me. I mean, I really felt sorry for myself. It was pretty bad to be in that good of a situation. So I started thinking about what it was I enjoyed and what I got fulfillment out of. And it was coaching boys high school rugby. Now, I had just finished my 6th year of coaching, 5th year as a head coach, and I'd never played the game. We'd won 5 state championships, and I loved my boys. I knew that was number one. I loved my boys every year. And I loved the game. It was a lot of fun. But it wasn't that really set me off. As I thought about it more, what I began to understand was what it was that I really enjoyed and gave me fulfillment every day was teaching and showing them, those boys, how to learn something new and apply it and grow and challenge themselves. So as I thought about that more, and I talked with a couple of my friends, they said, well, have you ever thought about business coaching? I was like, what the hell is business coaching? I didn't know Bob at the time, or else he would have told me about it. But I checked my second, third level of my network, and I found that I had business coaches in my network, and I talked to them and found out about what it was, what it meant, and what drove them to do that. Did some more research, and I discovered the Institute of Professional Excellence in Coaching, and went through their 6-month course, became a certified professional coach. And like Bob said in my little intro, I pivoted my consulting business, which I'd been doing off and on since I retired from the Army, pivoted my consulting business to a performance coaching business, where I focus on business leaders and athletes and help them identify their distractions and eliminate them so they can perform at their peak level. So that's enough about me. A little bit something for you. Performance improvement. When you're sitting in that meeting this afternoon with your team or your future clients, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about closing the deal? Are you thinking about got to pick up the kids? Or are you thinking about being present in that moment? Being right there with them, with the people you're with, and putting that effort into those people. If you switch yourself from an outcome focus to a performance focus, your ability to perform and continue to perform continues to improve. When we focus on our outcome and our results, we have a 1 or a 0. Either we get it or we don't. But when we focus on the performance designed to give us a goal and achieve our goals, then we can improve and continue to get better at what we do. Think of Steph Curry. How did Steph Curry get to that point in his career where he is so good? He got there not worrying about the end results of the game, not worried about how many points he scored, but focusing on his performance and everything he did and improving on the little things, improving, and getting himself to the level that he's at today to where he's a household name. Everybody knows who he is. So if you think about outcome versus performance, and we want to increase our performance, we eliminate our distractions. And my little math formula there, if you think about that, when you eliminate or mitigate distractions, we increase or maximize our self-performance, our self-potential, which maximizes our self-performance. So think about that today as you're going through your meetings and your phone calls. Am I typing an email? Or am I focusing on my client or my partner as I'm going through the day and doing that meeting? So, to kind of wrap it up, these are a few of the organizations I'm part of. And I want to send you home with a couple of things. Shift from outcome to performance. Focus on being present in the moment. And another tidbit that I'd like to throw at you, when you're in that meeting and negative Nate or negative Nancy starts saying, it's never going to work, we'll never get there, the anthill mob game guy, we're all going to die, we're all going to lose. Don't buy into that, all right? Don't buy into that. Like energy attracts. So don't buy into being a negative Nancy or a negative Nate, or you can change your name tag to Nate and Nancy and join right in with them. Thank you.